make this shifter we will need a joystick encoder, provided wires and USB cable, 2 toggle switches, a second USB cable and the 3D printed switch holder. There are 2 versions of the switch holder, one is for left-handed shifting and the other is for right-handed shifting. We will also need a longer screw to install the finished part. To begin with, take the spare USB cable and cut off the ends, then strip the wires. Open one of the ends and remove the rubber grommet, then place the piece over one of the end of the stripped wires. Next, twist the wires into pairs. Feed the wires up through the smaller hole, then into each side of the switch holder. Use tweezers or a small pair of needle nose pliers to help grab the wires. Install the rubber grommet into the base to hold the wires. On the other end of the cable, twist the same colours into pairs. Next, solder one of the wires to the centre terminal of the toggle switch. Then solder the second wire onto the outer terminal. Install the switch with the soldered wires facing towards the bottom. On the second switch, solder one wire to the centre terminal, then solder the final wire to the outer terminal. Install the switch with the soldered wires facing towards the bottom. If the switches are loose, apply a small amount of hot glue or super glue to hold in place. Cut the ends off 2 sets of provided plugs, leaving about 3 cm of wire. Next, strip the ends of the wires on both sets. Cut one larger piece of heat shrink and place it over the cable. Then cut 4 small pieces of heat shrink and place it over the wires. Join and solder the plugs to the same pairs of wires that are wired to the switches. Cover the joins with heat shrink and apply heat. Solder the second plug to the second set of wires from the switch, then cover with heat shrink and apply heat. Next, plug in the wired switches and the provided USB cable into the encoder to complete the wiring. To install, carefully lift the plastic cap, remove the screw and lift off the gear knob. Place the switches onto the lever and reinstall the gear knob. Using a longer screw, tighten down the gear knob, then reinstall the plastic cap to finish. In the menu settings, set the shifter to have range and splitter functions, and assign the shifter toggles to the switches. Then tick the box for the shifter toggles to use switch mode. Using the front switch will change the range of the gearbox, and the side thumb switch will split the high and low gearing.